Hello, everyone. I'm Pamela Schnieder. I am a transformation catalyst. I'm a shamanic paintress, and I'm an energy alignment specialist. So, what does all that mean? well, the big focus of my work has been on how to process your emotions, how to look at the dark stuff and the heavy stuff in your life and turn it into your light. And so this begins with not judging it. This begins with really allowing things to be what they are and not needing to change it or condemn it, and to just let what it is flow through you. And so today I'm going to teach you an exercise that will help you to do that so that your emotions actually do flow through you and you can reclaim the dark parts. You can claim them as part of your light. And so energetically what happens is when we're stuck in really strong emotions, when we have really strong emotions that are swirling around us and trying to move through us, and we make them ours, we make them our identity, we attach onto them, we start saying, I am this emotion, and this emotion is so strong, and here's my story about it, and here's why I'm feeling the emotion. When we start to do that, what happens is they hang out, they hang on, they become a part of us. And so I like to teach this exercise to my clients, and I'm sharing it with you today. And I use it myself all the time as part of exploring my shadows, as part of my manifestation process, which I'll get into with you guys in a little while, and also just as part of my journey of growth and expansion. And so each time that you do this, you expand your consciousness. And a lot of people would say, oh, yes, that raises your vibe, but I'm not really about raising your vibe because it's deeper than that. When we expand our consciousness and we can really become more self-aware and become more deeply in tune and accepting and loving of ourselves, then the world is going to reflect that to us. So the first most important thing I want to say again is it's important not to judge what's coming up for you. It's important that if you are judging it, that instead of judging the judgment, you stop and ask yourself, okay, what's the underlying fear here? Because whenever you're judging something as good or bad or whatever, whether it's in yourself or others, there's an underlying fear that is causing you to make that judgment as a self-protective measure. So as strong emotions are coming up, as things are trying to move through you, if you see yourself, if you catch yourself judging it, stop. Stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, what is the underlying fear here? And then, what am I afraid of, right? And then, what is this emotion that I'm feeling? And instead of saying I'm feeling it, a part of me is feeling. So when you start to say a part of me is feeling this way, instead of I am feeling this way, because the I am statement is very powerful. The I am statement is a declaration of who you are. And so when you start to say I am whatever emotion, I am feeling whatever emotion, you start to attach your identity to it. So there's a little subtle shift will actually create big shifts because words are powerful. Words are spells. So a part of me is feeling, I'm going to use anger because anger is a hard one to process for a lot of people. A part of me is feeling angry. And Then you want to ask yourself, what is the story that I'm creating about this anger? And because that's what we do, we make up stories about why we're feeling that way instead of really getting to the root of the fear that's causing us to have the emotion so strongly. To protect ourselves, we'll make up a story. I'm feeling this way because so and so did this. I'm feeling this way because this happened and it's making me angry. So instead of that, what you can do is um, ask yourself, what is the story that I'm making up or that I'm creating around this? And just observe it. Don't judge it. Just observe it. And then when you've gotten that far, I want you to really reflect on what is the core of this. What is what's at the core of this? What's at the root of this? What is this showing me? Is it showing me that a boundary was crossed? Is this showing me that I'm feeling vulnerable? Is this bringing up a primal fear or something from a trauma or a childhood? Ask yourself and give yourself a few moments for the answer to come. And maybe it won't come right away. Sometimes I ask myself and I don't get the answer for like a day or two. And it'll pop in when I'm doing something completely different. So when you're doing this, also you can speak it out loud because that helps rewire your frontal cortex. That helps rewire the way that your brain processes this so that it doesn't get so stuck and embedded in you. And once you get to the fear, once you get that feedback, once you can really admit to yourself what's at the core of it, what's really going on, I want you to close your eyes because and tune into your body because we need to being in your head is one thing, but you need to release things from your body as well because all of these things get stored in your cells and in your fat cells and in your not just in your energy fields but in your body as well. So we're going to move this through your body as well as shift it from your energy fields right now. So I want you to close your eyes and place your hand on your heart. And I want you to tune into the feeling of this strong emotion, this anger, or whatever emotion you're feeling. I want you to find it in your body. And where are you feeling it? Tune into where in your body you are feeling it. And I want you to give this feeling a shape or a color or a texture. It could be hot, it could be cold, it could be could feel like tension, it could feel like fire, it could feel like it's flowing water, it could feel like pain, it could feel dense, it could feel dark. Whatever comes up, just allow it. And you can even give it a shape. It could be a dark cloud, it could be a dark square. And now ask your body, tune in, take a breath, and ask your body, what is this trying to show me? What is there anything that you would like me to know about this? And just let the answers come and let them be what they are. And maybe you won't have an answer, and that's okay too. Or maybe something from the past will come up, or a past life, whatever it is, just allow it. And so once you've heard what needs to be said from your body, I want you to continue to tune into that feeling. Really feel it in your body. Sit with it, and sit with it past the point of your discomfort, to the point where you normally would be like, okay, I'm done. I want you to continue to sit with it. Because when we can sit through our discomfort, what happens is afterwards, we'll experience a very calm sense of power. And then next, we're going to move this out of our bodies. We're going to move this out of our bodies. So if you're feeling anger, you can dance, you can rage dance, you can punch a pillow, you can scream. I've even taken shovels and just dug in dirt and thrown dirt, or take a rock and throw it off a cliff or throw it at a tree. Whatever you need to do to physically move it out of your body. Especially with anger. Anger is very, very physical. Tears are not enough to clear anger. Okay, tears are partial release, but they're not enough to really move it out of you. It's a physical thing that you need to move. And so after you've done that, whoops, my computer's falling. After you've done that, the next step is to close your eyes again. Put your hands on your heart. Take all of these emotions and feelings and beliefs and patterns of thought and action that have come from them in the past, and put them all into a container inside of you. And I want you to picture this container filling up with all of them. And as it is filling up till it's full, we're going to clean out this container now. We're going to clean it out completely. Picture the sides of the container coming and pushing it out, and the tops and the bottoms of the container coming and pushing it out. And then, once it's clear, anything that's left, I want you to see it spiraling up and out the top of your head. And see it washed clean with purifying water. And as it's going, it's gone now. I want you to picture a beautiful golden white light of pure source energy coming from above you, that's filled with all of the healing and peace that you need. And it's coming down now through your crown chakra, through the top of your head, and it's filling your body, all of your body. It's washing all of this away, and it's filling your body with light until you're bursting with light. And your subconscious mind now is erasing any memory of this from all of your cells, all of the spaces between your cells, from your organs, from your energy field, any trace of it. It's leaving your body. It's no longer circulating in your blood. It's leaving your fat cells. It's leaving your ligaments. It's leaving your bones. It's all being filled with light. And it's going back to source. It's going back to source now. And so This light is now filling you so much that you are bursting with light. And there are angels coming now, and they are pulling anything that's left out of you, and they're reaching into you, and they're switching on your DNA. They're activating all of your DNA. They're turning on your DNA so that you are pure light, so that you are pure source. And as this is happening, I want you to breathe in more and more light. The peace of unconditional love. And I want you to repeat after me. I am light. Light I am. So now when you're ready, I want you to start moving around, coming back into your body. And opening your eyes, coming back into the room. And I want you to use this anytime that you're feeling strong emotions. And you can also use it as part of your manifestation process. And so how I do that is whenever I have something that I want to create, I command that anything that is not in alignment with that, anything that is standing in my way of that, I command that it be shown to me now. And now when you do this, be careful when you do it because you will be shown. So make sure you really want to be shown and that you are willing to sit with yourself through this and actually use this process to release it. Sometimes I do that and I forget that I've asked, and then I'm like, whoa, what is going on? Because so many things will be revealed to me, and through, what other people are doing or what I'm doing, or, things that just happen in my life that I reflect on. And I have these huge breakthroughs, and I'm like, oh, that's what I've been doing. That's the pattern that's been holding me back. That's the thought process that hasn't been serving me, that isn't in alignment with what I want to create. And so that sort of stuff will appear when you command it to. It'll happen anyway, naturally, but this you can use specifically for manifestation or for I just do it on purpose because I want to keep moving forward. I really am dedicated to making my body a clear vessel for the divine to flow through me. And so the more I can move and release the emotions that are flowing through me and the energy in me and around me, then the clearer of a vessel I will be. So that is what I had to share with you today, and I would love to hear how you guys, what your experience with it is, and how this has worked for you. And you can always find me on my Facebook page, Holistic Life Ignition, facebook.com, Holistic Life Ignition, or look me up, Pamela Schnieder. And I'm in the process of creating my new website right now. It's going to be called The Temple, which is all about creating an inner temple. It's about bringing your divinity, your inner divinity, your divine being forth to lead your life, and creating that relationship with it. And that comes from your body and working with your body and your mind, and both through purification and making the space for that relationship with your divine being. And every time, so one of the beautiful parts of doing this exercise that I gave you is that the process of ascension isn't actually just like rising up. So every time you go down into your depths, and then the lower you go, the higher you rise. And so every time you do this, you start to uncover deeper layers of your spiritual gifts. You start to open up more of your psychic awareness, and you start to experience more of the harmony in the world. So it's beautiful, deep soul work, and I commend you for doing it, and lots of love to you.